Hi everyone, it's Meridy here. Welcome back. Today I am here with the Not Just for Boys, the Good Life Limitless and Essentials Kit, and I'm here with my second layout that I'm going to make with these kits, and I've just mixed everything together from both kits for this video. Today I'm scrapbooking my second and last set of snowy pictures because there was a few snow embellishments in this month's kit, but not many. So I'm scrapbooking these two 4x6 pictures of us in the snow, and I've pulled out a few embellishments from the ephemera packs that I want to use. Amazing, Making Memories, a couple little label holders. Oh, I've got two that say Making Memories. Probably won't use both of them. Little tickets. It's like a set of 3 tickets, and this little, it's just like a little pop of color. It was in the 49 to Market ephemera pack. So I've got all of those, and then this is full of, okay, this is going to represent my journaling. At the end of my video, I'll show you where I put that. I don't actually journal on that. It's just going to represent my journaling strips. I've got my color swatch here, which I made in my unboxing video if you're interested in that. This helps me pick out matching mixed media colors and cardstock that coordinate with the kit. So got that out. And then this is just full of all the miscellaneous random pieces of the ephemera packs that I didn't already pull out to coordinate like with the pictures, like these things. So there's tons left in here that I can go to when I need things. I've got my stamp sets, my chipboard. I'm just gonna set this off to the side within arm's reach so that it's ready when I need it. Okay, I've got my snowflake and little like white snowy tree sequin mix here that matches this kit. I've got my autumn sentiments stamp set because some of these will be perfect for my pictures, like crisp air. I wanted to use it on my last layout, but I never ended up using it. So we'll see if I can use some of these today. Let's see. I've just got a very few tiny little scraps and branding strips left from the first layout that I made this month. I've got my subscriber freebie, which is 3 pieces of this cotton trim that I am excited to use this month. Okay, and then these pictures are from 2022. So they're from a whole nother year than the last layout that I made. My last layout was from 2021. So to me, I don't mind that I'm using the exact same papers on this one as I used on my last layout with this kit, because they're not gonna sit next to each other in an album. And if these pictures were from the exact same day as the last layout that I made with this kit, then using the exact same papers is perfect because I could set them, especially if you're a 2-page girl, you could set them right next to each other in your album and both pages will coordinate since it's all the same supplies. So it can go kind of either way, but I'm going to use just the scraps that I have left from the last layout that I made. Okay, those 4. I've got my alphabet sticker sheet here if I need to spell a title, and I've got my little snow stickers. Like I said, this was basically the thing that came in the kit that was snow themed. The rest of the kit isn't very snow themed. This sticker sheet and this sheet of paper were pretty snowy. So that's why I wanted to scrapbook some snow pictures. So I'm gonna put these off to the side for now too, just so I have space to work. I'm gonna grab a white sheet of paper to serve as the back of my layout. I never pre-plan my layouts before I start filming, so you're watching it in real time happening as I go. I love these 2 pictures. I wonder like where on the layout I want to put them. Like sometimes it's my layout yesterday, they were right in the, or not yesterday, but my last layout, they were right in the middle like this. So I kind of don't want to do that same look again. Do I want more, like if I overlap the pictures, do I want more snow or more trees to show, like overlap that one on the top, or more snow to show, kind of like more snow showing? Let's see. And I can use this snowflake paper, but I don't have to. Let's just set it off to the side for a minute while I decide which papers I really do like this wood grain, especially with the trees in the background. It is very dark, so if I use it, I just want to use a tiny little strip of it. I'm gonna make it stick out like that, so it's just a tiny strip that I'm seeing. There's polka dots on this side, stripes on this side. I do kind of like the stripes. That is a lot of stripes. It's kind of dark. Wonder if I could just maybe use a little piece of this paper, or maybe make it come down from the top. Ooh, I'm getting some vibes. Maybe I'll take this wood grain across the top and put some thick banners of these different pattern papers coming off the top and kind of notch them. I think that would be good. I am going to cut this. I would rather have the banner of the stripes going sideways. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this, 3.5 inches wide. And I'm just gonna keep it 12 inches long for now. And then I can use the other side because this matches too. Let's see how things look. I'm just holding it up here for now. Oh, and I like both sides of this one too. I'm gonna cut them all 3.5 inches wide. But I bet I could use a little of this and then a little of this. I guess I don't need them all 3.5 inches wide if I'm gonna use 4 different banners, but maybe I'll just use 3 different banners. I'm talking about banners as this piece, after I notch the bottom, will look like a banner. Okay, I think I need to cut this. So if I have it like this, really, I'm gonna do some trimming here. I'm gonna take this and cut about 1 inch off of the top. And I'm going to adhere it across the top of my page because that's where I want it. I want it to be across the top of the page. I have to do this in order to see how long I need to cut these notched banner pieces that I've got down here. I think I would like to mat my photos. On white paper. So I'm gonna go mat my photos so that those are the right size and everything. Okay, now I can work better with these. I am gonna trim this one right about here, and I am going to go up. I'm gonna cut a little notch halfway across the 3.5 inches. So at 1 3/4 inches, I cut a little notch in the bottom, and now I cut from the notch to the corner to make these just like that. Okay, so I've got one here. Now I'm trying to decide which color I want in the middle. Do I want the B side of that in the middle and this to be showing up over here? Do I want this white color in the middle and a long piece of this over here? I kind of like that configuration, I think. So I'm going to cut this piece also 3.5 inches. And then, since I already trimmed this banner notch, I can just trace my other ones. My question just is, do I want the middle one longer or shorter, or what length? I think I'll make this middle one quite a bit longer. And I'll just put it right on top and cut it to that exact same shape. And then they'll all be uniform. Okay, and then this teal one, I want it to be somewhat in between, so not the shortest and not the longest. And again, I'm just putting it right on top and trimming it so that they're all uniform. Oop. And I'm gonna go ahead and put all these scraps away. I do not think I'm gonna be using them on anything else for this layout. And then I need to decide if I want to overlap these banners slightly, like staggering and overlapping them. Do I want my pictures all the way at the top like this, possibly? Maybe bring them down a little and put a sticker. 'Tis the season to be freezing. I could maybe try that because I feel like this little space right here is really trapped. I'm not liking the way it looks. It's trapped between the two darker pieces of paper and this piece and the pictures, and it looks really awkward to me. But I also don't really care for the pictures to be all the way up there. So I think this is gonna help by putting a title right over that place so you can't see that little trapped bit of the polka dotted paper. And I have found over the years, I am not a huge fan of polka dotted paper. Like, I love it, I like the look of it, but when it comes to putting it on my scrapbook layouts, I feel like I shy away from it unless it's like tone on tone. I don't shy away from tone on tone. But like this paper, I just shy away from it. I'm not sure why. So I really want to use that side on this layout. Let me see what it would look like if I flipped that paper over though. What is the other side? It's the stripes. I think I'm just gonna have to move it out. I think it's just too dark with all the stripes. I don't know. I like the stripes too, but no, I'm just going to leave it with the polka dots. And then I'm gonna do something that I usually get super lazy and never do, but I think I'm gonna ink the edges of these to kind of make them pop. And I am going to use, oh, I don't know what color I'm gonna use. I think I need to test a couple of colors. Well, I have some on my color swatch. Let's see. Speckled egg, I think would look nice. And then maybe on this dark one, maybe I can use the gathered twig on this dark one because it's just a little dark. Because the speckled egg isn't gonna show up on that one. I'm gonna test it on this part that's under the picture with the gathered twig to see how it looks. And honestly, for this middle one, I just need a tiny little area on the bottom edge because not much of it sticks out. It was just, the rest of it is buried by the other two little banners. So I just need to do the bottom. So let me get this one edged in the speckled egg and this one edged in the speckled egg, and then I'm going to do a little sample of this third one using the gathered twig, and I will let you see how that looks before I ink the whole thing. It might be too dark. I might need to use the chipped sapphire or something on there. Oh yeah, that looks so nice though. So I'll be right back when I get the rest of these edges inked. Okay, I decided I'm gonna go with the chipped sapphire. The speckled egg is just too brown for what I've got going on here, and I like the way that the chipped sapphire looks. So I'm just gonna go with the chipped sapphire and ink the edges. Oops. With that. I think I like the navy color in there. I also tried putting a little bit of the speckled egg on this because, you know, the colors are pretty opaque, but it just kind of just still didn't show up at all. It looked the exact same color as what the paper looks. It didn't work. Oh yeah, I think that looks super nice. I don't know, I'm just lazy sometimes. That's why I don't typically ink the edges. Not because I don't like the look, but because I'm just lazy. So I know I need to start doing that more. Okay guys, I'm gonna adhere down the back 3 banners of this so that we can start piling up things and keep on moving. So I'll be right back when I get the back 3 adhered down. Okay, and I do want to use some of this trim across the top right here. I just don't know if I want to use gray. I don't think I want to use the blue. If I want to use the cream just one. And I'm going to make the little, oh my gosh, like the little notches face down. The flat part is facing up. Yeah, I want it to go that way. So I'm just gonna put one little line of Eileen's tacky glue right across here so I can simply just glue down the trim. Okay, I really like that with the seam covered up, and look at, I only have this much more of the off-white color left because there was only just a few feet, 2 feet of each color. So let's see what else we've got. I don't want to glue down the pictures and this little freezing season thing quite yet until I completely decide that everything looks good. I'm going to tear these tickets apart. They say Family Portrait Gallery on them. But it also makes me think of a ski lift, which is in the background of the picture. I'm not too sure about this one, if I even need it at all. And I could move all these over and make it off center a little. And that would be cool too, depending on what types of embellishment clusters I have and where I have them. Let's see what else I got here. I did grab this little piece, but I feel like I kind of don't need it now because I didn't know I was going to be using these banners, and they're really good grounding pieces on this layout. I do not want to cover up so much of the snow. If I've got one little embellishment cluster there, one up here, I could put one down here. Now, I don't have a problem putting this in there. Amazing. Making memories. I like that tucked behind there. I will probably back this little frame with white paper. Or I could back it with this ticket. Perfect. I'm going to back it with the ticket. It just fit so perfectly. Okay, that looks great. I do need to back that one with something. I'm not too sure where I can put this yet. Now I can get out the rest of my little stickers here because I've got my main embellishment clusters kind of at least laid out, and now I can come fill them in and make them look like they coordinate with each other and not just like 2 little pieces sitting there. I wonder if I can turn this into a little shaker. That would look really cute. I'm gonna do that. So what I'm going to do is Put a tiny piece of acetate. The acetate I'm using has little tiny gray dots on it because I had a sheet of that. I'm not even kidding you guys. It's like 15 years old and I just need to use it up. So I'm gonna use it for this. I don't even know where it's from, who made it, nothing, but since this is so tiny, I feel like I can use a little bit of that polka dotted acetate and it will look just fine. So I put the acetate down first. I'm gonna line all the edges with foam tape. I'm gonna do that off camera because it's extremely boring to watch. And then I will be right back to fill up my shaker and show you how it looks. I've got my little shaker. Got a cut paper to fit behind it. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. And then I'm gonna fill it with these sequin mix. I wanna make sure I get lots of little snowflakes in there. So I'm kind of gonna hand pick what I'm putting in there. I'm gonna put a couple different colors and then I'm gonna make sure I get the little trees and the little snowflakes. Because I really want the snowflakes and the trees to be visible. A couple shimmery gold pieces for good measure. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna peel the back off of all of this foam tape and put this little piece of paper right on the back. And that will seal it all up and it will be ready to go. In my little shaker. Okay, I think I'm gonna kind of adhere down the pieces that I have so I can come in and wedge more pieces up under. So I'm gonna go off camera to adhere down these pieces and I will be right back. I think I'm gonna grab these 3 little trees and put them around. This one matches so closely to that paper that I'm gonna put it over here because I don't want it to just blend with the paper, but these 2 are perfect for over here. So I'm gonna pop this one up on foam tape and I'm gonna put the other one flush to the back of the page. Oops, but I don't wanna stick it down quite yet. I'm not sure why I did that. So I've got those trees. I think I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this little miniature shaker. This is so cute because it's just so miniature. I'm gonna adhere that and this title, and I think I can wedge some more things underneath this to kind of fill out these clusters because they're still not very full to me. So got this long little banner that says winter. I like it right over here. I like this little word cold. I think I will put it right under there. This is where I intended on putting some more of these snowflakes that are on this sticker sheet. Since I don't have any other layouts that have snow this month, I can use the last few snowflakes, which apparently is just these 3. Okay, I already have the little making memories sign there, so I feel like I don't need this one. I do like these little mittens though. I think they're really cute. Maybe they can hang down. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better than up there. Let's see what other icons we've got here. We've got lots of these little flowers. I really love this little bear and the little bunny rabbit. but I don't feel like they particularly match this layout that I have going on. Let's see if these flowers add or distract from what's happening. Kind of blends into there. Oh, I like it up there, but I wonder if I can use this smaller one up there. Or these are kind of both the same size, actually. It might not be really any smaller. Okay, got a couple plans. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna move these little gloves down a little, and I think I'm gonna leave that one right there. Actually, I think I need to tuck it underneath the word a little more. I think it's still a little bit large. I'm gonna pull these little gloves down here so it looks kind of like they're hanging out of the flowers. Okay, and then this, I'm gonna really tuck it underneath so it doesn't look too giant. Okay guys, I'm thinking that this whole thing is wrapping up. I don't need that because I don't feel like I need any more of these things. I really like this wreath, but I think it's kind of too busy. To go anywhere. Seeing if I could bury it so only half of it sticks out. Nah. Nope. I'll save that for another page. Okay, I think I am going to call this page done. I don't think I need any of these stamps on this layout either. When I do go add my journaling, I will probably add it right up here or right down here. And it probably won't be that long. I'm just gonna probably say like where we are in the snow. So maybe it will be like in this area right here or even over here. Okay guys, so that is my layout for today. If you were inspired by my layout, whether it was to recreate it using your the Good Life kit exactly how I did here with the exact same supplies and embellishments, or maybe you were just inspired to pull out your Good Life kit and just start using it, whatever the case may be, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group. I will link that in the description of this video. If you were inspired, or if you enjoy my videos, you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as I try to post about 8 process videos a month, along with a couple other videos using our current month's kit. So that is something that you might enjoy if you like this video. So subscribe to the channel. Speaking of subscribing, you can subscribe to our kits and automatically receive a kit every month in the mail. And all of our subscribers are going to get an exclusive like pre-order option just for our subscribers for our 12 days of Christmas kits and add-ons, as those always sell out really fast. So that is one perk of being a subscriber as well. Other than that, guys, I will see you in a couple days with my third process video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.